Good afternoon, welcome to AFORadio.com. Hi, I'm Mag.
And what's up? I'm Darren. I'm from the Bad and Honest Mistake, and we are here at Pop-Up Stage.
That's right.
Yes.
Now, this is officially the first time we're doing the show in the studio.
In the studio, yeah.
Woo-hoo! It's nice to have someone else to talk to in the studio, you know. Otherwise, it's only myself alone. But hey, welcome to the show. It's Friday, so every Friday we'll bring you new releases. We'll feature artists as well, which is what we're focusing on. Because we want to show you how much talent we have here.
Yeah.
We want to share with you the music that we have right here in Malaysia.
Yeah. So we're talking about talents as in music artists, not just of a certain genre. We're talking about all genres, you know. You can be like a hip hop act, you can be a death metal act, you can be a singer-songwriter, or you can even be a Manyao DJ, you know what I mean? So like if you've got a new release, come and talk to us, you know, because we want to feature you and you know, we want to talk about your track and talk about what you've been up to and all that, you know, because there's just so much to talk about.
That's right. And I think in every corner that you go to, you'll find someone great.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Like for now, we're broadcasting live from Quill City Mall, and they've started this little busking thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's called Buddy.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, because I saw a little poster. But the guy down there, he is super talented. He's like amazing.
Exactly.
I just stood down there yesterday on my way out, and I just, you know, enjoyed myself.
I was coming up from the car park today, and I was like, what is this sound? You know, where's this saxophone, you know, like coming from? And then I looked back, oh, okay, it was a guy, you know, with his actual saxophone, because I thought it was like some, you know, crazy speakers that's just blasting away too loudly. Then I saw this guy and I was like, okay, now I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I would have to say it's so much better than elevator music. But of course, this show has an extension to it, okay? So when everything's like subdued and everything's controlled and we're no more in fear of COVID, then we'll probably bring you a live performance right here in Quilty Mall itself. Right?
Exactly. If you can see through the screen just right outside here, we are going to do it there. Yeah, so it's gonna be cool. So the plan is to have like all the acts in the entire month who's done the interviews with us, you know, to perform. Yeah, so it's gonna be quite cool. And the idea is to invite people from the industry, people who actually matter.
That's
you know, I know like the whole reason why we set up this show is because we know that there are a lot of artists who are doing very well, but there are also a lot of artists who don't know what to do.
Correct.
You know, and this is that platform, you know, for that, and we're just providing an opportunity for people to kind of like, you know, be guided and to give them a chance to meet like new people and, you know, to just have better prospects.
That's right. Now, of course, if you are a potential artist or you've already started your career and you don't know where to go and you want to promote it, we'll give you the details later on in the show. But in the meantime, I think it's about time to bring on our first act for today. Who do we have, Darren?
Okay, this first act, they've been around for a while. They've not done many shows, but that's what's great about them, you see. Like, even though they've like the traditional way of promoting yourself is to do like 10,000 shows, you know. For them, they did like maybe like 5 shows, but the amount of plays that they've got on their songs and their EP and all that is just crazy, and it's all over the region. And I guess that's what's good about, you know, going digital. So anyway, I'm not gonna talk so much, but I will let the main man himself tell us what's been up, because they just dropped a new single today, and yeah, let's get him on. Okay?
It's hot off the oven, okay?
Exactly.
It's like really sizzling hot. So let's bring on...
Yeah, Say How from Resort.
Hello. What's up,
Hello.
everybody? Hi, Meg. Hi, Darren.
Yo, bro.
You guys
Hi.
hear me?
Yes.
Good, right?
Yes, we can.
Cool.
Okay, so you're still working from home. That's cool.
Yeah. Such is life.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing, though? Are you enjoying it or not so enjoying it?
So I'm actually a music producer by profession. So my home is actually
Your
the
office.
norm of things. Yeah, the work. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
am I-
that means in your situation, you would rather be out then.
Actually, no. I love being at home.
Okay, okay.
Like I have this setup right now where I just recorded like some live drums. Well, yeah, and it's quite cool actually. And you know, I keep seeing my room turn into something else. every
That's
other
so
week.
cool.
Yeah.
What else
Yeah,
can you do
yeah.
at home, Jay? What else can you do at home? Now I'm so curious.
Yeah, that's
What else
that's
can I
cool,
do at
man.
home?
Yeah, to have like your
Yeah.
own home studio and all that. That way you don't even have to get out, and everything
Yeah.
is in the comfort of your home.
And you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to pay extra
Yeah.
money either.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's cost
Yeah.
effective. It's brilliant. So you guys just dropped a brand new single. It is taken off your sophomore EP, Resort Volume
Yep.
2, and it
Yep.
is also their second single. It's called Maybe It's You.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So
Thank you.
how do you feel now it's out? It's
Actually,
like
pretty
woo.
relieved. Pretty
Yeah,
relieved.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. We've actually this song has been around in our catalog for about a year and a half now. It's July now, so we actually wrote it. I think it was early Feb last year during Chinese New Year.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so we've been waiting a long time to drop this, and we were just waiting for the right time because I think the main idea of this EP right now, because we just released our first EP earlier this year as well, and
Yeah.
that EP was more jolly and more happy. It was more
Mm.
bright stuff there. But the second one was meant to be a little bit more mature, melancholic. And we just
And
wanted to
darker
paint a
sounding.
different side. That's right. Yeah, wanted to paint a
Yeah.
different side of Resort.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yep, this is the one. This is the EP where we're gonna put that song. And finally, a year and a half, and now we can actually
Yeah.
put it up. Yeah.
So all that time paid lah.
Yeah. I
Everything
guess
paid
so.
off.
Yeah.
I'm just curious though, what is resort normally looked at, or what does resort normally look like?
What does Resort normally look like?
Yeah, and what did you want to come away from?
So I think when people say resort, I mean if you guys know us, they probably be like, okay, three boys, one Indian, two Chinese boys,
Okay, so specific
uh,
lah.
yeah, I think the catch is we try to be personal with our listeners, and so we drop them messages and stuff like that, and we try to.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, I've gotten them.
Yeah. We try to be intimate, and I think more than just an act of marketing, because it is an act of marketing, we actually try to strike up conversations, and it's just really nice because so I think essentially what happens is that creates a down-to-earth persona for all of us, right? But to answer your question, I think the first edition of how we came up was a bit more like colorful,
Okay.
a bit more playful, a bit more
Yeah.
like we would have the guts to do stupid things, but I don't mean like things that would annoy people, but like
Like boys
like-
will be boys kind of thing. Like.
yeah, that kind of thing, and that's because that is essentially a part of our personality, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that. But so like I was mentioning before this, we are actually transitioning into another look because we feel like having just that jolly part is pretty one-dimensional and doesn't represent us fully.
Mhm.
It does, but we just have so many more things to say. So that's why we're
Yeah.
just moving out of that box.
Yeah.
So would you say that you're not colorful anymore then?
No, I think we're still colorful to a certain extent, but just a little bit more mature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mature yet playful in a way lah.
I guess so for this EP, this sophomore EP, we released 2 singles, right? Both of them are like sad songs lah, right? But this next one that's
Yeah.
coming out is gonna be a different kind of playful. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, just stay tuned for it,
Mm.
Okay. So you've already got something else that you're working on. That's brilliant. All right.
Yeah.
So tell us more about Maybe It's You. What inspired the song?
Cool. So I think the premise of the song, I think, like, just to put it out as a disclaimer, it is not a statement that is from a place of self-entitlement, because I think when you listen to the song and you look at the title,
Yeah.
it kind of feels like it's a blame game kind of song where I'm throwing it,
Yeah.
at you, like, it's your fault, not my fault.
You don't say.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of what I thought in the beginning, like
Yeah.
lah, maybe it's you lah, you are the problem
Yeah.
lah, I
Yeah,
thought
you
that
know
was
what I
it, until I really listened to it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I guess the cliche of it was that everybody likes to. I guess the usual thing that we hear in songs is, oh, maybe it's me, maybe I'm the problem and stuff like that, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
But the inspiration that came from that was an issue that so the way we write songs is very collective in terms of experiences. So how it first happened was I had this mini misunderstanding that blew up with my dad. This is
Okay.
during Chinese New Year, and basically he assumed that I knew what he was talking about, and I was there in that moment and all of that, but rather I was in the toilet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so he's like, "Why didn't you do this?" Blah 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 blah. And there was an expectation, and I was like, "What the heck? I didn't know anything about this." You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I think obviously we didn't fight or anything. I just like, okay, you know what, whatever. And so I sat down and I was stirring about this kind of things, and I was thinking of all these um thinking of all these resentment that I would have, right? But knowing that if I ever brought it up in that sense in the form of speech, it might just turn out into to an argument. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it would ultimately look like, but it was you that was wrong. You know, not me. You know,
Yep.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think the premise of the song revolved around that at first because I was angry. Um, but then the more I looked at it, I think it was more of a step forward to reconciliation. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I feel like uh when we wrote this song, it wasn't a like I say, it wasn't a blame game, but it was more of like, hey, it could really be you. Like
Mm-hmm.
it could really be like a man in a mirror kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the premise of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that little story behind it. Does he know that he inspired the song? Just curious, oh? Now he
No
does
lah.
after watching this.
Well, I mean, it was inspired by that partially, and then after that, it just blew up into something else. And you know, when the
Yeah.
rest of the boys came, and then we started putting our experience, like, yeah, you know, I was hurt that time, and then you know, I feel very oppressed, you know, the kind of thing. Then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
you sit down, you know, then we'll
Okay, so if someone did not know the background story of the song, right? How would they be able to relate to the song?
uh, so like I was saying, this like I wrote it out of resentment at first, and
Mm.
then throughout the course of the song, you start realizing that it's not it's your fault, it's not my fault. I hope you burn in hell, the kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's more of a unapologetic fact check that you're suggesting to the other person. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And then in the bridge it says that, what does it say? It runs along the lines of me telling you uh out of the reason or on the premise of me wanting to love you. That's why I'm telling you, that kind of thing. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Yeah.
Aww.
But it's not a holier than thou kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, it's
Yeah.
real. I think this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool, like how you're able to like draw the entire experience from that,
Yeah,
and
thanks.
reflecting it in a manner where there's actually resolve rather than like, oh, it's just gonna come out as angry or come out
Yeah.
as anger. Yeah, because it's just so easy, to always pen like angry feelings down rather
Yeah.
than to actually let it simmer, think about it, and turn it into something else. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of like the beauty of analyzing,
Yeah.
a situation and then turning it into a great song. And that's
Yeah.
what it is. It is a great
Thanks.
song.
Thank you so
Wow.
much. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll ask you more about this little single of yours.
Yeah.
Also, probably play a game as well.
Let's do
So
that. Yeah.
stick around. We'll be back with more right here on AFO Radio.
Let's get it on.
We got some fresh beat for you.
The music.
AFO.
AFO.
AFO. AFO. Hold up. It's AFOradio.com.
Let's go. Let's get it on. We got some bread made for you.
The music.
AFO.
AFO.
AFO. AFO. Hold up. It's AFOradio.com.
Let's go.
I am Mag.
Yo, and this is Darren from An Honest Mistake, and we are here at Pop Up Stage. It's
That's
a brand
right.
new show here on AFO Radio. Whoa.
Correct. So you want to find out more details, you can actually head on to our website, www.aforadio.com, and we've got Heerraa from Resort on
Yeah,
the
boy.
show this afternoon, and they just released a brand new single, taken off their sophomore album, and it's called.
Maybe it's you.
Well, I
Maybe it's
expected
you.
him to say it, but it's okay lah. Not bad. You
Maybe
want to
it's
recruit a
Maybe
new
you.
member? Okay, so I was looking through the whole lyrics of the song, right? And
Yeah.
now we know what the situation was for you, right? So if
Yeah.
someone wanted to dedicate this song to a person or a situation in their lives, when would you say it's most appropriate?
To be
Man,
honest,
why do you
never-
do this to me?
So okay, so this is the. I think this song was written from a place where I think I speak as an individual where we've never dealt, or like a problem that we've never dealt with, and it was just cooped up inside. We could never talk about it. It was just quiet. So to be honest, for this song to be dedicated to someone is a bit of a, you get what I mean? It's like I'm just throwing shade at you. So no,
Yeah.
it's not a good idea.
So it's not really a song that you can dedicate
No,
to
no,
people.
no.
lah.
Yeah, it's a song for you to relate to. Like it's like heartfelt. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like lagu fras for yourself, but don't dedicate it to anybody lah.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Don't tell the person like, hey, I'm dedicating this song to you. Don't.
Okay, so you guys released your first single in March, correct?
Our first single in March for this EP.
For this EP,
Yes.
yeah, for this EP. So that was in March, right?
Was it in March?
It seems so far away,
Yeah,
right?
it was March.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It was
March
March.
because I remember talking to you guys
Ish.
about that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
and now-
okay.
April.
Yeah, and now 4 months later, you've dropped another one. I'm just curious though, was this whole COVID season like a boost in terms of helping y'all produce much faster?
No.
So
Actually,
this was actually
no.
all on schedule then.
Yeah, in that sense. Oh, actually, the previous release before this was I think a month back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I guess in March it was our first EP.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh wow.
our first EP. But
Right, yes.
yeah. To answer your question, like, did the COVID help us? Actually, no. I mean, we really just took the time to rest in that sense. I mean, we still hustled and we wrote
Yeah.
2 new songs.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still the same lah. Yeah.
Okay.
But with the EP, I mean, how are you doing it? Like, are you saying that you've already got like 5 to 6 songs that's kind of like ready, recorded, and ready to go?
Yeah.
Just-
From before, and now you're just like releasing it?
Correct.
Okay. Or are you
Uh,
saying that, as you go along, you're gonna start tracking and start recording the songs, and then say that, oh, this is part of the EP. What's that like?
So we had a manager before this, right? Now we are. I mean, we've always been independent, but now we are managerless. And our
Managerless.
Yeah.
Darren's
our manager-
available.
Yeah. So our manager was telling us that, or at least he was pushing us to, when we first started out, to just write like a couple of songs,
Yeah.
and the quota that we gave each other was 2 songs per month. So by the time it was June, we had about 12 songs, right?
Right.
And then we took a break all the way until now, like, in that sense. And we're still writing, but it's just really slow now.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Darren, uh, uh, we come back to the songs that we've written before. We take it out, and then we're like, "Oh, bro, this vibe is killing, man!" You know, like, okay, let's put
Yeah.
it out. And then because it's been so long already, like a month is a long time. I mean, 3 months is almost enough for me to like something else in terms of my
Yeah.
audio capacity, right?
Yeah.
And essentially we just sit down and we're like, hey, actually let's just work it up and make it something it's so not super different, but make it something that is current and
Yeah.
relatable in like in today's time for me, or like for us, in terms of the band. So it's still something we can relate to, and we find it to be a problem uh for many people because I think number one, Malaysia doesn't have a lot of shows. Malaysia doesn't have a lot of gig places, so I think essentially what happens is they don't play their songs enough to get bored of it. They just wait for it to get boring to play. You get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
from one show to another show is probably a month, and in that one
Yeah.
month time, I'm like, I'm not really feeling that song anymore. But I have to
Yeah.
play it because I've only played it like
Oh.
twice or once.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
I
not
mean,
fair.
man, like it's crazy because like with the whole lockdown, like since I mean the beginning of this year,
Yeah.
all shows have kind of like been like cancelled, and
Yeah.
now things are starting up again. But it's just a completely different vibe.
That's right.
Like
Yeah.
even for my new track, like I did a video recording of it the other day, and I don't even remember how to play it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
You know?
I like your music video. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, with that, I think the question is, what's the next plan?
Mhm.
Yeah, because if COVID didn't hit, and then would you have put out more songs quicker, and would you have done more shows, or what's that like?
We would have definitely done more shows. In terms
Okay.
of song, because digitally nothing is in that sense affected. I mean, if you're talking
Yeah.
about traffic flow and all of that, obviously that's affected. But digitally, I mean, nobody was stopping us to release songs, and we weren't canceling stuff to release songs, right? We just had more time to plan, and actually we had more time to plan, but we still had to wait because we couldn't go out to do music videos or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
And
You can do lyric video, bro. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. Do lyric video at home.
and I think so if COVID didn't come, I think we would have played. We had a lot more shows lined up for us. We were actually prepping to go to Australia to play a show.
Aw.
And stuff like that, and we were aiming for like the vibes to play in, Urbanscapes to play
Yeah.
in, Darren gonna hit you up, what's gonna hit you up. It was stuff like that. And when COVID came, it was a bummer, sure, but I think for us it was more of a okay, so now we need to adapt.
Yeah.
Right. We just wait lah, because we just started out anyway. We just wait, and we just hope for the next best thing to come lah. And I think that's how we approached this break in that sense. But in
Yeah.
terms of releases, everything is somewhat according to schedule, and everything is
Fantastic.
kind of still falling into place. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say that we would have done better in terms of our streams or whatever if COVID didn't hit, because I would have never known.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the plan for the rest of the year? Now we're down to like almost mid-July. I was gonna say not yet mid-July, but let's face it, we close eyes tomorrow already. It's like mid-July. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what's the plan for the rest of the year?
So we're gonna be releasing, I think, one more single, and then an EP in October, right? And then after that, I guess we'll be looking for, I guess in the midst of that, of those releases, we're looking for collabs and all. But that's actually as far as we've gotten to, because
Yeah.
like shows is just such a big thing
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
do.
That's true.
And
Well, here's a thought. I mean, would you think that doing a live stream show be something that you are more akin to?
we actually have a live stream show that's coming out. That's hosted by Rex Kyo, sourced out by you, Darren. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have that. But truth be told, yeah, we'd love to do a live stream, but we also understand the magnitude of a live stream show. Like a
Yeah.
live stream show, even in its nature, isn't as powerful as a live show. You know what I mean? Like people come
Yeah,
to
of
watch
course.
our shows for a live effect. You know what I mean? When I watch a live stream show, it's almost listening to a live version of the album version on
Yeah.
my
Yes.
computer. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's a very different vibe. I can't do like 10 shows and guarantee everybody will keep coming and keep growing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
Correct.
It's
That's
a
true.
different thing.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so for our viewers listening in or watching in right now, whichever platform you may be on, either through Facebook or on our app, thank you so much for joining us. We're actually talking about Resort's latest single. It is called...
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, you answered. Of course.
So we're gonna preview the song right now, just for you.
Maybe it's you, not me. Maybe it's you, not me. Maybe it's you, not me. Trying to get out of this mess. This mess you call righteous. Shame if I'm not blessed.
There you go. Very nice, lah. I like the song. Good job, guys. Well done. Congratulations once again. Now it's time for us to play a rapid fire segment with you just before you
Let's
let
go.
go. Wow, he's ready.
He's
lah,
ready.
you
He's
know.
pumped.
Okay, first question. What was the last song you listened to?
Maybe it's you.
I was gonna say his own song.
What lah? Okay.
Are you a good liar or a bad pretender?
I think I'm a good liar.
Ayo. Okay, in what situation have you turned around and told someone maybe it's you?
Not your dad.
This is really bad. I can't skip this. Gotta be sporting, right? Okay. At what situation? Maybe it's you. I had a situation once where I got slammed at the end of the day. I think I was talking about my teacher. Oh, this is so bad. I talked about my teacher. I was sent straight to the principal's office in primary school. Maybe it's your fault, eh? You know.
You say that to your teacher.
Yeah, that one time.
You are so daring, bro.
Dude, primary
I only did
school.
it once. I only did it once, lah. Cause I mean, when you're growing up, you know.
So much
you
respect for
cry
you
a lot,
right now.
Yeah.
That's like young, dumb, and brave at the same time.
Yeah. But then after that, you know, I was spanked into shape. You know, I went according to line. You know, I'm a good boy now. So
You're a changed man, I tell
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
Alright, last one. Have you ever been guilty of something yet turned around and pretended like it wasn't you? And when was that?
Yeah. I don't think it still happens today, but sometimes when I can't control my gas,
Oh.
I'll be like I'll be like with my friends or with my girlfriend, right? She'll be, do you fart? No. No. And then I'll lie.
Maybe it's you.
I'll lie pretty well. Then I'm like, yeah, freaking smelly, right? How come, It's yeah.
You know what? Okay, I have to say this, okay? And we're saying it on air. I think I've said it before. If you're gonna fart, okay, you need to own it, okay? You need to announce and say, guys, I'm gonna fart, and then you fart and make sure it's loud. That way, it becomes a joke rather than, hey, why you fart? You know, because now you've announced it. If you didn't announce, then you'd be like, hey, why you fart? You know, tell you so disgusting. But then if you announce it, then it becomes funny.
But it's still
Okay.
smelly though.
Still smelly or whatever smell
You
it may
will
be,
still kena
at least
anyway, right?
you will still kena, but at least now it's lightened already. It
Right,
won't
right.
be like, oh, you damn bad lah.
Okay, so
Okay,
good luck. Try that, huh? Say how?
Now I will see.
Make sure it's loud, bro. Make sure
No,
it's
no,
loud.
for him, right? Blaming it on his girlfriend would be better.
Yeah.
Okay, your final words before we actually let you go this afternoon.
My final words before I go. Please check out Maybe It's You. Follow us on Instagram. It's at We Are Resort. Follow us on Facebook. That's Resort. Follow us on Spotify. Keep up with updates. And yeah, we have one more single and an EP out with I think 6 tracks in it, and we just can't wait to drop it for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. We hope to
Thanks
catch
so
up
much
with
for
you
having me.
soon, and perhaps one day we'll get you out of your home studio and into our studio instead. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was looking forward to that today. But okay, cool. Let's do that.
Cool.
Take care, Seha.
Okay.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so much.
much.
See you
Alright,
guys.
see you, man.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. There you go. Our first act for today from band Resort. They're made out of 3 people.
Three
Three
very
guys.
handsome boys.
3 very handsome boys, very playful and colorful yet mature, right? And we're gonna move on from guys to girls now. Our second artist is a young, very young girl, and you were saying you spotted her at an open mic.
Yes, I did. This was a couple of years ago, and I was so blown away. I was like, who is this girl? You know, just singing her heart away, and just I mean, like that weren't a lot of people, but she made it feel like she was singing to a stadium.
Mhm.
And that is the mark of a good performer.
Okay.
And at that time she was like 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard that she's turning 21 next week. But at 18, 19 years old, to have that kind of boldness to perform in front of an audience that are not your friends,
Yep.
that takes a lot of guts. So
That's
I
right.
have to applaud her.
Yeah. I wasn't even that age when I went on stage and had that guts. Yeah.
The first time I went on stage, I was 14 years old, and I freaked out, and I didn't know, what to say. Everything that I had, like I just froze up.
The first time I went on stage, I was 10. It was a storytelling competition.
Yes.
And I froze.
Yes, storytelling in school.
Yeah, I just completely froze. They actually had to come up on stage and get me down.
Wow.
Yeah, that traumatic experience just killed me. Anyway. Okay, so let's bring on our second guest right after this message. We'll be back.
Let's get it on.
We got some food recipe for you. The music.
AFO.
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 AFO. Hold up. It's AFOradio.com.
Let's go.
Of course, if you think just because it's RMCO and you can go back to normal, not quite, okay? Make sure you take your precautionary measures. Keep safe social distancing.
Yep.
Darren's also sitting quite far away from me. Okay. Wear your mask when you're in a public space, and of course, make sure you clean your hands well. If you can, wash it. Okay. If you can't, then sanitize it and be safe at all times. Okay. It's time for us to bring on our second guest this afternoon.
Let's bring on Heerraa.
For
I
all
froze for a
like,
while.
oh.
Yeah, let's bring on Heerraa.
Hello.
Make some noise. Yes.
Yeah, how are you?
Oh man,
my
she's
God.
got like
When-
this insanely cool background.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
like
thank you. No, I
prisms
was
and colours.
listening to Darren. Remember the first show that I performed, and Darren was there. I remember being super anxious. I was like, "Oh damn, that's Darren from An Honest Mistake. I better not screw it up." And in my head, I was like, "I screwed it up." So
Where was that again? That was at this place.
that was the B in Publica. I think that's the first
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Wow. So you had a different perspective, and he had a completely different thing about the whole
Yes,
thing.
in my head, I was like, "It's gone. It's gone. I'm never gonna work there."
Well, thank goodness he was there, because that's when he actually noticed you, and he thinks very highly of you. So yeah, well done. Now, we were having this conversation, and he says, she's really young. She's got so much guts, and she's really good at what she does as well. And he tells me that you're an entrepreneur, you've got a social enterprise, you're also a singer, so many things that you do at a very tender young age. So, tell us more about yourself.
Okay, so I wasn't born an entrepreneur, so please don't have the expectation of that. I'm actually being guided by a group of entrepreneurs and a social business incubator called ETIDIS Group. So back then, listening to all your stories, yes, I too was like a super shy person and I didn't do anything. The best part of always wanting to know that you want to be a singer is you never actually do it. You always just tell people, "Hey, I want to be a singer," and you never do anything about it. So when I was 14, I actually met ETIDIS Group, which is the business incubator. And for the first time in my life, nobody said, "Don't be a singer," but they said, "So start." I was like, "Start?" So I didn't know where to start. Nobody tells you how to become Beyonce. So I was like, So then they said, "Okay, why don't you write a song first?" So we wrote a song, and one thing led to another. So we ended up recording it, doing a music video. performing shows. So it's like really a learning curve, learning from scratch.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how much do you think you have achieved and how much more do you need to go?
Okay, this is an interesting question because one thing I'm glad because I'm always guided by my mentors and my family. So it's good that they knock some sense into you, especially when you don't have sense at all. So a lot of times, I think even this problem that I was facing in the MCO was really good because I got to perform a lot of places online overseas. But then you start thinking like, oh, okay, that's it lah. And then you don't start moving, and then you start taking things easy. So one thing I was telling even Darren yesterday when we were just having a chat was that it's to keep going. Achieving stuff is easy, but keep going is the difficult part. Having
Definitely.
momentum. Yeah. So having mentors help.
So what motivates you to keep going then?
Oh, okay. So initially, as most people who want to be singers do, you want to be a singer because it's cool, you get popular, you become successful. But after I met my mentors and I started listening to the radio a lot, I was just thinking like, oh, a lot of the popular songs are good, but they're talking a lot about love and heartbreak, and that's like the majority of it. But can we talk about problems like happiness, insecurities, depression, ego, like all these type of life lessons that you learn on a day-to-day basis? Can you put that into music? So that's what keeps me going for music because I feel music can change the world, and that's what I want to do with my songs and lyrics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I was telling you. Like instead of singing about the regular stuff, I love you, you love me, but she's tackling issues that are
Real.
Yeah. And that's what people want now. That's kind of like the demand. People want realness in music and in everything that we're doing now. So it's really cool that you're tackling all these things.
My question is, how difficult is it to actually write a song about a real issue compared to writing a song about heartbreak or about love or about fantasies, right?
For me, how I write songs is it's a lot about my experiences. So like the song that I wrote about ego was right after I got scolded by my mentors for having too much ego, even though having not achieved anything. This was like 3 years ago. So it's like I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn this lesson. I want to write a song about it. So whenever I forget or somebody else needs it, they can listen to this song. So even like songs about finding yourself, songs about even like what I hope the future could be, like aspirations of that, how sometimes people are lost in this world and they need to find themselves. So all these type of things are just what I feel, and I try to incorporate like a solution in each song. So if it starts with a problem, by the end of the song you have a solution. So like you're left better off, so you can start working towards that. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, a lot of thought process will have to go into that, isn't it? Because you're not just talking about the problem, you're also talking about a solution, and that one solution may not just be the only solution. People might have other suggestions as well, correct? So they're like, hey, she said this, but it may not be entirely true. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think one of the things is I have an end goal every time I write a song, like what do I want to convey to people, and I want it to impact them and reach out to them. So it doesn't matter if my solution works for you, but this is something that I'm still learning about, and I hope it helps you find yourself. So that's what I try to do.
She's got all the textbook answers.
I
ready
know,
to
right?
go,
She's so
No,
She's
I can give you an
ready.
example. No. I spent a lot of time thinking about this. Like I wrote a song called Road to Self,
Darren, you
right?
prepped her lah.
He didn't tell me anything. I asked him
Yeah.
what's going to happen. He's like, just go with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your latest single. It's called Crazy, correct?
Yes, that's crazy.
So, what issue are we looking at in Crazy?
Okay, so Crazy, there's 2 things that really inspired Crazy. Number one is about I think I wrote a song quite long ago. So the problem I have is, I think just now Resort was sharing as well, is that you write songs very fast. By the time the song comes out, it's like years may pass. So I wrote Crazy because every time I got into the car, I wanted to listen to this song called Crazy, but I couldn't find any other song except Crazier by Taylor Swift, which I liked the song, but it wasn't the song that kept ringing in my head. So after like 2 months, I was like,
It was the Britney Spears one, right? It was the Britney Spears.
I didn't know it wasn't. It's just a song, but I couldn't find it. I kept looking like crazy song, cannot find anything. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll write it. And the other thing that I liked about Crazy was there are a couple of times, many times actually, in relationships, yes, people drive you crazy in love, but they also drive you crazy like, garam, right? So incorporating both of that, despite the crazy good and bad times, I choose to focus on the crazy good times so that I cherish a relationship instead. So that's the inspiration behind Crazy.
Okay. So are you happy with what you've written in that song though? Has it achieved what you were looking for when you were actually searching for the song Crazy?
Yes, it did. Because it gets stuck in my head a lot, so that's why I like the song. One particular lyric in the song is in the bridge that it says, "When the cheesy love song is supposed to come on, I smile creepily at your face," which I think is what everybody in love does. But I was so surprised, nobody and everybody listened to the song, nobody said that's a bad lyric. Everybody just like, okay, that makes sense. So that was the one I personally felt like I got away with. in the
Yeah.
song.
I did that out. They were not really listening.
They were not
to the
really
lyrics.
listening.
Yeah. They were like, "Oh, the song's really good," but we were not really listening to it word
Yeah.
for word. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
No, but this is cool, to be able to insert something like that into a song, because that's what I did also with one of my songs. I put a word unicorn in my song, and like
In an honest mistake
yeah,
song.
exactly. And who does that, right? And
Yeah.
I think this was it's kind of like an Easter egg, you put it there,
Yeah.
and then like, okay.
No, I
Yeah,
wrote it for
that's-
my family. They didn't say a thing. The producer didn't say a thing. When I did the music video, nobody said a thing. So I was like, okay,
Right,
maybe
right.
it's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so what would you say are your plans for this song?
Okay. I just want people to hear this song and start focusing on the good things in their relationships with their family, with their better half, with their siblings, friends themselves. So like there's many times you will feel crazy in life, crazy stress, crazy angry, like the world is against you. But just look at it like, hey, it's just crazy, man. So it's a roller
Yeah.
coaster. Go on that roller coaster instead and have fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Life is a roller coaster after all. There's so many emotions. There's so many trials and tribulations that you have to go through. So yeah, in a nutshell,
Especially
it
the
is a
pandemic.
crazy thing. I know, right? Like crazily hit us like nobody's business, and we were like stumped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a very short break for a little ID and a message, and then we'll come back with Heerraa next on AFO Radio.
Let's get it on. We got some food recipe for you. The music.
AFO.
AFO.
AFO. AFO. Hold up. It's AFOradio.com.
Let's go.
Alright, so our friendly reminder continues 24/7 right here on AFO Radio, and we want to keep you as safe as we can. I am Mag, and with me, of course, is my co-host Darren Tay from An Honest Mistake. It's so good to have a rock star sit down here with me, And of course, our guest for today, we've got Heerraa, and she is doing brilliant for a very young girl, and I think you're gonna do a lot more as time passes as well. Now, Darren had a question for you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like we talked about like your inspiration and stuff like that, it's the things that you see and all the tackling issues, but what artist or who inspires you? For example, like me, I'm into so many bands, so all these bands I listen to, they inspire me, so I kind of like, model a lot of my music, and it's usually centered around that. So who are your inspirations?
I like that question. The tricky thing about my inspirations is I don't sound like any of my inspirations, but they are my inspirations. So I really like people. I like Beyonce a lot and Michael Bublé. I like them as people and how they treat their fans, how hardworking they are. At the same time, how good of a performer that they are. So I like how they engage people and make everybody in the room feel like you're next to them.
Right, yeah, that's great. That's great. I think, like having that human touch is super important. But in terms of musical style, like what would you describe your music as?
Oh my god, this is a question I've dreaded my whole life. I could never find a genre for my songs. I was like thinking, should I create my own genre? I don't know. But my inspiration for my songs? I think I really like people kind of like Dua Lipa a lot. I like her music too.
Okay.
I like the Chainsmokers. I do like Jonas Brothers as well. So and I like random stuff on Spotify, like Adam Lambert. So it's like really wide range.
It's a large spectrum.
Yeah, Queen, of course, Queen.
Yeah, because when I listen to your track, I'm thinking folk pop,
Oh,
folk,
maybe that's a word.
pop. Yeah, so that's
Is that really something, or did you just?
no, it's really something.
Okay.
It's really something. It's not. Yeah.
Because she wanted to create one, so we're like, why not, right?
Yeah, I was
maybe
thought like
she'll-
space. That's the genre.
You never know.
Sunflower.
Sunflower's a genre now. Guys,
For me,
you gotta keep me updated on this. Like, I feel a bit old right now. Okay, so I was told that one of your songs was actually chosen for a game, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So do you have any hopes for this particular song though?
Oh, I love that song. Okay, so I have a song out that's called The Girl Who Loved that is
Mm-hmm.
featured on Simulacra 2's official game soundtrack. So the funny thing is, I didn't get much info about this song either. So they just said, write a song that has this like 3 themes, like happiness and freedom. I was like, what? How am I going to write a song? I don't even know what game this is for. I thought it was like a
Right.
kind of that type of music game. I didn't know it was going to be for this type of game. But I like the song because The Girl Who Loved talks about everybody has their scars, about things that they don't like about themselves, things they may like about themselves, but everybody has a story. So despite all the scars that you have, you will one day learn to accept them and rise victorious from it. So that's what I hope for the song. And it's nice because I have many people, random people on the internet who I don't know, telling me how much they love the song and like they saved it on their playlist and stuff like that. So it's
Do you hope
crazy.
that Crazy gets the same recognition as well? Maybe in a movie, you never know.
I would love to, like all those typical, like the convertible car comes in and then the crazy. I don't know. Yeah, but I would love that. It's slowly getting to reach as well. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so I think it's time for us to preview your song this afternoon. Darren, what you say?
Yeah, that's right.
So let's take a listen.
Crazy, crazy. All I've been is crazy, crazy. Even when I pick up blue and know what that's fake, all that I can say is you make me feel crazy, crazy. All I've been is crazy, crazy. Oh baby, crazy, crazy. All that I can say is you make me feel crazy.
Very nice. I like the thing in your voice. There's like a little husk in her voice, like
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
Nice.
Kind of like the chorus.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. A lot of people say I sound like Alanis Morissette, who I love
A
as
little
well.
bit as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And do you see that changing? Is there a certain person that you want to sound like, or you just want to sound like Heerraa?
I think I want to sound like me. It's too much high expectation to sound like Beyonce. I'll probably like not get there. But if I sound like me, I'll sound the best version of me.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. Okay, it's time for us to play a little rapid fire segment with you. Are you ready?
No. Okay.
Too bad. Darren, kick
Think
it off.
fast, okay? Think fast, okay? What is the
Okay.
craziest thing you've ever done?
Craziest thing I've ever done? Record this song. Because I didn't record it for so ever. Yeah, start this journey. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You've spoken about issues. Now, what would you say is the craziest issues that you'd like to tackle?
I like ego a lot because nobody talks about how egoistic they are. But I think that's nice because people get to learn a lot about that. Emotions, how to manage them.
All right.
Okay, cool. Next one. Tell us one thing that drives you crazy.
People and myself.
You drive yourself crazy.
Yes. My expectations of people, and then when they don't meet it, and then I'm like sad and everything, then that me drives me crazy. I'm like, why are you like this? So-
Okay, and finally, if you had a bad habit that, drove other people crazy, what would you say is that bad habit?
Okay, so I do this thing where when anybody has like a phone, I will take a selfie of my eye, like a really close-up picture of my eye, and leave it on their phone, and it drives my family crazy.
Oh no!
It's so weird. It's so random. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I just find it so fascinating that the camera can pick up my eye. So I'll try to
So
zoom
next-
in super close.
Never leave your phone
Yeah,
unattended around.
next time keep your phone in your pocket when you see her. You take your phone and...
But not bad, like, she only does the eye because I have a cousin who actually takes a selfie of himself, doing weird things, either picking his nose or examining his throat or something, and he'll just leave it on your photo gallery. Not the best kind of photos that we want to see. Okay, so for all your fans and our viewers tuning in right now, what would you like to tell them?
Everything will be crazy. It's just if you listen to the people around you. They make sense and they're there to support you and guide you. So every time you think you got it figured out, go back and listen to your mentors and your family. They'll guide you the best that you can. Keep you human.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a really good piece of advice. Now, where can our viewers and your fans actually check out your song?
Okay, so you can find me on Heerraa Official. It's HEERRAA. I've had a lot of problems spelling this in school. But you can find me on Heerraa Official and you can find my music on Spotify under Heerraa.
I think your name is so uniquely spelled that I had to constantly, refer back just to make sure that I'm spelling it correctly.
No, but I love it, Meg. You pronounced it right. You did.
I finally was like, okay, she's got like double E's, double R's, double A's. So let's stick to that, and that's how I reminded myself. But your name reminds me of a cartoon character that I grew up with, She-Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And She-Ra's a warrior.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's nice.
So ask your parents,
She's
maybe your
too
parents
young.
got it from there.
Maybe.
Okay, so I believe you will be performing this song live for us, correct?
I am. I can. I can. I didn't know that was the reason for the guitar, but okay.
Oh, really? No. She's damn drama queen, right?
Oh, Darren never tells anything,
No,
Darren.
I thought I told you. I
He said
did.
bring the guitar. I said okay.
Obviously to play something, right?
Okay, so we're gonna give you the stage right now, and you'll perform
Okay.
this song live for us, and then we'll
Sure.
come back and wrap up the show right here on
Okay.
AFO Radio. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Heerraa on AFO Radio.
So hey guys, my name is Heerraa. Thank you so much for tuning in live to AFO Radio. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much, Meg and Darren, for having me. This is crazy. Hope you guys sing along. Even when I sit alone, I think of you, of all the things we do, and I wouldn't ask for more. And when I'm walking down the street, I smile too widely because everything falls perfectly, and I just want you to know. Wherever you are in this space, I will forever love for your sweet embrace. Crazy, crazy, all I feel is crazy, crazy. Even when I feel complete with no words to speak, all that I can say is you make me feel crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Oh baby, crazy, crazy. All that I can say is you make me feel crazy. And when we're driving in your car down the fast lane, I think of a song to play, and I am at a loss for words. 'Cause even though somehow the trees are lying perfectly, I feel like something's missing. It's the sound. I've waited for you for so long. Wherever you are in space, I will forever love your sweet embrace. Crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Even when I feel complete with no words to speak, all that I can say is you make me feel crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Oh baby, crazy, crazy. All that I can say is you make me feel crazy. And as the cheesy love song is supposed to come on, I smile creepily at your face. I think of words to describe what I feel. One thing just keeps coming to my mind. AFO Radio, guess what? It's just crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, baby. Oh yeah, 'cause you make me feel crazy. Yes, you make me feel crazy. Yeah.
All I can say is like, Taylor Swift met Alanis Morissette halfway and produced you.
Yes, I like Taylor Swift a lot too. I forgot.
That was brilliant, and I love the whole stage presence as well, and how
Yeah.
you communicated with the audience. Thank you so much for that very fresh sound on our stage.
Thank you. I felt like
it.
time passed by too fast.
I know, right? Well, time has passed by so fast. It's already July, so yeah, it will
Yeah.
be Christmas in no time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even looking forward to that just yet. Anyway, Heerraa, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and we do hope that you continue to make music the way you want to, and we wish you all the best and all the successes that life has to give as well.
Thank you so much, Meg and Darren. You guys are truly amazing. I love being here.
You
Bye.
too. You take care. We'll see you soon. Till then, have a great Friday. Yeah. Bye, Heerraa.
Bye.
All right, so for all our viewers, thank you so much for joining us on a pop-up stage once again on a Friday. Don't forget, it comes on every Friday, and we will feature new artists, new music, and perhaps their initiatives as well, because our artists are really talented, not just in music. They've also got other things that are working for them. Sometimes they may have a different business. They might be a chef at the back, you never know. Yeah, or they be good in handicrafts, perhaps.
Sure.
I never know. Darren, what's your hidden talent? Do you have one?
I play basketball.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. Very well. Anyway, do reach out to us. This is my Instagram handle. You can get in touch with me, or
just go on my Facebook. You can see it, Darren Tay, or go to my Instagram. It's Darren AHM. And we're always reachable. We definitely want to talk to you guys. If you're a new artist, or even if you're an old Thai and if you put something out and you just want to come on the show,
we want you
and just talk. Yeah. I think the great thing about this show is that there is no real time limit. There is kind of, but it's not as quick as other places. And I can just be biased and say that every time I've come on the show, I've had the opportunity to talk long and wide about my songs. Yeah.
Correct.
So I think that's the beauty of it. So come on,
We want to hear your story.
Yeah, we want to hear you. Yeah.
Correct. So we're looking forward to actually launching the actual pop-up stage on live in a location. So we'll get you updated soon. But in the meantime, we want to wish you a fantastic weekend ahead. And if you'd like to reach us, you can also reach us here on facebook.com/AFL Radio. Until we see you again next Friday, same time, same place. I am Mag.
And I'm Darren.
We'll see you soon. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.